Sometimes hauntings happen exactly where you would expect them, and Pine Hill Cemetery is one of those places. Established in 1837, it's Auburn's oldest cemetery. Judge John J. Harper would donate 6 acres to establish a community cemetery for white settlers and their enslaved. The oldest grave is marked 1838. In the 1950s, it was noted over 1,100 graves would be in the cemetery. Only one of those marked graves was a black person. However, in the 1870s, a separate black cemetery would be established called Baptist Hill. This was necessary because Pine Hill was largely a whites-only burying ground. A Confederate monument sits in the back of this property. This is along with 98 Texas soldiers that would be buried here. They were casualties of the Civil War who were lost at the makeshift hospital on campus, a building that was known as the Main at the time. Gadsby Rice is the only black person to have a marked grave in this cemetery. She was born enslaved, but then would run a boarding house and also work as a seamstress after the Civil War. Other notable people in the Auburn area would be buried in the cemetery. Dr. Charles Carey, a veterinarian who was known across the country, and also founders, mayors, lawyers, doctors, professors, and more. Of the strangest burials is that of Reverend Billy Mitchell. He was buried above ground on a double bed, with his boots under his bed in a brick mausoleum. An 8-year-old boy whose dad was an entomologist would be buried here due to an allergic reaction to an insect bite. When it comes to the paranormal, people have reported feeling the sense of dread inside the cemetery. There are also reports of apparitions appearing and then vanishing. The most common appearances are that of lights that people have seen in the cemetery dancing around graves. While most cemeteries are pretty peaceful, this one most likely is as well, unless you visit on a day that it has a story to tell.